Alright, so before we get into the video, I would like to ask if you could go down below and drop a like. If by the end of the video you didn't like it, you can change that to a dislike. Same thing, could you subscribe? And if by the end of the video you didn't enjoy it, you can unsubscribe. I'm really trying to push for 100 subscribers this month within November. And yeah, I'd really like it if you could help me achieve that goal. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so I've been meaning to get this video out. And the reason I wanted to make this was to just let you know on all the various ways that you could level up and, you know, kind of the best ways to get XP. So if you click escape up here at the top under trial EXP, there will be earned trial EXP. There, it'll show you all the ways that you have currently earned XP and how much XP is available within that category. So if we look right here, Demon Wedge, there's going to be 50,000 XP sitting there. Genomon, there's going to be 16,000. Weapon progression, 176,000. And then character progression, 97,000. So this is going by, so for example, weapon progression, the 176,000, that would be you unlocking every single weapon in the game, smelting every single weapon in the game, and then fully ascending every single weapon in the game. Obviously, it's not going to be very reasonable for you to get that full 176,000, but this is a good way for you to check and see what XP you're getting and how much that is weighted in terms of, you know, where you're getting the most. So as you can see right here, I'm getting the most so far from other, and within that other category, that is going to be mainly main story and side quests, is where I'm going to be getting majority of my XP from right now. One way that you can kind of like maximize all this, right? While you go through the main story quest, pick a character that you like. It can be one of the default ones that they give you, right? You can run a Veronica, Rebecca, I don't know, what's the other dude it gives you? Outsider, if he's one of your favorites. Or you could do like I did and work towards someone else. So my initial team was Veronica, Rebecca, and Margie. As you can see, I leveled up Veronica to level 40 because she was my main, and those two were level 19 because they were my summons. Then once I got Lady Niffle, then I started upgrading her. And so that's obviously going to give me a lot more XP. Now the next thing that you want to do is once you basically find your main character you want, you work towards that. If it's a character you got to unlock, get your summon units, you level them up a little bit, you level their weapons up a little bit. Once you get to this point where I'm at, where I have my main character that I really like, and I'm going to use this character to push me forward, I'm going to look at right here where it says weapon, and you're going to look to match that. So she wants a katana and a pistol. So what I did is I just unlocked this last night. I went ahead and got this katana, and I'll tell you why in a second. And I don't have a pistol yet, but the weapon I'm using is also useful for her. And I'll tell you why again in a second. So, for example, if you're using Veronica, you're going to want a sword. You get a sword by default at the start of the game, and then you're going to want dual pistols. If you're using Rebecca, polearm, grenade launcher, so on and so forth. Makes sense. So go ahead and ascend your full team as far as you can based on your level. If that is going to be the team that like you really enjoy right now, you want to take you through the rest of the game for a little bit until you start like expanding your resources. Just know that like you invest in those three, I won't be able to invest in like other characters. So that's just something to keep in mind. So I got Lady Niffle, I got her weapon. Next, I'm going to be looking to get the pistol. Now, how do you know which ones that you want? For example, there's a couple different katanas, there's a couple different pistols. So how do you know, for example, for Lady Niffle, which one to go for? Well, that one's also going to be easy. It's highlighted right here, but if you click attribute info, it's going to tell you what the character wants. So Lady Niffle wants things related to skill damage, skill range, skill efficiency. Doesn't need skill duration, but she needs those three. Veronica, for example, over here wants all of the skills. Rebecca, all the skills. And that seems like it is kind of like a common theme, is to upgrade specific parts of the skills. For example, Psyche also wants resolve. Now, coming back over here to Lady Niffle, you can see she wants skill damage, skill range, skill efficiency. So this one gives me 36 skill range. That's what I'm going for, because out of the katanas, this is the only one that gives you skill anything. Now for the pistols, you're going to be looking for something that gives skill damage or anything related to skill, or this is where reading into the kit a little more comes into play, trigger probability. So for Lady Niffle, over here in her skills, under her passive, it says based on the user's trigger probability for ranged weapons. So right there, that's all we need to read into. Within her passive, the higher the trigger probability, you're going to have a chance to spawn some extra stuff, do some extra damage, right? To keep it simple. So with that, for our ranged weapon, we're looking at pistol right here, pistol right there, trigger probability. Now, since I don't have that, one weapon that they give you in the game for free is going to be this one right here, this flamethrower. And look at what it has right there, trigger probability. So while it isn't her in-slot weapon, which the importance of that is that it's going to give you more damage, but since it's not her in-slot weapon, I at least still want to match the weapon skill to what I need. For example, while I was farming for this katana, I went ahead and went for this polearm, right? As you can see, I leveled it up, does skill damage, perfect, great. Then I got the katana, which is going to upgrade my skill rank. Now, skill damage may be a little more useful. However, you do get a buff from using that specific in-slot weapon. I'm not exactly sure how big of a buff it is. Maybe later in the game it'll come out where, yeah, you really just want to focus and maximize on the actual weapon skill and not necessarily the category. But for now, I'm going to say follow this category. So while you do that, obviously you're going to be leveling up. So right now it's only level 20. As I go through and ascend this more up to my max cap, I'm going to get more XP. As I grind for the demon wedges, once I get to a little bit of a higher rank and start like actually target farming these, then I will also start to rank up some more. Now for the demon wedges, one thing that's going to be very useful is going to be this demon wedge casket. You're going to go in here and you're going to have these different phases here. These are going to give you little rewards, some different things. You can click go. It'll take you exactly to what you need to do. Otherwise, you want to go to demon wedge display. And under here, it's going to have everything. Characters, melee weapon, range weapon, melee consist weapon, range consist weapon. It's going to show you the ones that you haven't collected. And it also is going to show here that once you collect the whole set, you'll earn some extra trial XP. So right here, this is grayed out. I don't have this one yet. I can click right here and it's going to take me to my commissions. And then it shows all the possible rewards here at this current level. That's going to be a great thing. Now, starting out, just so it's not overwhelming, because as you can see, I went through and got all those, but there's still so many here. I'd be sitting here farming these specific ones for a while. Just go through this first. Over here in commissions, the Nachtjäger manual, it's also going to be kind of the same idea. There's going to be ones that are grayed out that'll drop from these characters. Just click go, run it until you get those. Boom, easy XP. And then I would say at that point, come back into here, see, okay, I need that one. Nachtjäger manual level 20. Anywhere in here in the level 20, it'll drop. So that's really what you're looking for. Once you start getting into like some of the stuff that you really want for your character, and looking into stuff like that. But yeah, as you can see, there's like collect the whole set, earn some XP. As you unlock it for the first time, you also get some XP. Leveling them up will give you some XP. Leveling anything up in this game will give you some XP. So yeah, that's really it for me right now. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I was fairly clear. I know I was a little bit all over the place. I don't write scripts for these videos. Maybe that would be a good thing to write a script. If you did manage to make it all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Thank you for the watch time and the viewer retention. But let me know what else you'd like to see from me in regards to Duet Night Abyss. I don't get to make much content on the weekends because I work, and then I also try and catch up on some coursework and stuff from college on the weekends. So it is pretty packed, but I still wanted to get this video out for you guys. And I also wanted to say thank you so much for my second video to hit over 1,000 views. That is amazing. I love it. The second video to do that. It makes me so happy, and it motivates me and makes me want to make more content for you guys. So let me know what else you might want to see in terms of Duet Night Abyss. I'm definitely going to be finishing up the story this upcoming week, and then going through and then, maybe doing some guides for some characters, some like very short, simple, yeah, just silly little guides, nothing like too crazy, no like stats, no like, spreadsheets and all this kind of flashy stuff, just, simple guide. But yeah, thank you for watching until the end, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.